Welcome to part 2 of 4.3. I'm just going to go through this now. Here we're going to combine like terms and write the polynomials in descending order. So generally speaking, I'll go through and find the highest degree terms and combine those and write those out. So we're going to be in descending order when we get there. So do it in one step. So it looks like we have 5x cubed, a 6x cubed, a negative x cubed, and a negative 2x cubed. When we're adding these, it's like combining like terms with anything else. So we add the coefficients. So 5 and 6 is 11, minus 1 is 10, minus 2 is 8. So we have 8x cubes. And we took care of those. Then the other like terms are the numbers. So we add 4 and 6 plus 10. This is in descending order. And it's also a binomial because we have two terms here. So moving on to this next one, we have a 6x to the fourth, a negative 2x to the fourth, then a negative x to the fourth. Those all are x to the fourth, so we add these up. 6 minus 2 minus 1 is 3x to the fourth. Now we move down. There's no x to the thirds. There are some x squareds, so we have 9x squared plus 3x squared. It's going to give us a grand total of 12x squared. So we've taken care of those. And then finally, there's no x to the first, so we bump down to the numbers. 4 and 9 is 13, so plus 13. This is in descending order. We combine all the like terms, and that is a trinomial. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So moving on to the next one here, we're going to look at our x cubes. Now, if we have a third x cubed minus 6x cubed, or minus 1/6 x cubed, the real question there is, when we're combining those, what is 1/3 minus 1/6? Well, in order to do this, we need a common denominator. So the common denominator is 6. Multiply that out. So we have 2, 6 minus 1/6 here, which in fact is 1/6. So adding up these coefficients, we have 1/6 x cubed. Now we don't have any x squareds, but we do have a 2x minus a 3x. So that's a negative x. And then finally the numbers 4 minus 16 is negative 12. So we have combined like terms, we have a trinomial, this is in descending order, and then we're good. So this last one, we just want to add up the like terms. It looks like the highest power x's, or we have x, so we have 2x, 3x, minus 2x, x minus 6x. Those are all our x terms, so 2 plus 3 is 5, minus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, minus 6 is negative 2, so we have negative 2x. And now we need to add the numbers. Negative 6 plus 9 is plus 3. So descending order, binomial, first degree polynomial, all those things could be said about this. So next what we're going to do is we're going to write in missing terms for this polynomial, and it might be hard to understand why, but when we get to polynomial division, we're going to need to do this. So what we're going to do is any power that's less than the highest power that's not represented, we're going to add in here. So now notice, we have an x to the fourth, so we have that. We have no x to the thirds in this polynomial, so we could say we have 0x to the thirds. Do we have any x to the seconds? Yeah, well, we have 3x squareds. Do we have any x to the first? No, so we can say we have 0 x's, and then minus 8. So we've written all the missing terms of the polynomial in, and because we started with a fourth degree term, we're going to have every degree under that represented. So we have our third, our second, our first, and our 0th degree terms, and we've written those all in. So next what we want to do is we want to classify these as monomial, binomial, trinomial, or polynomial. This has two terms, so it's a binomial. This one has three terms, so it's a trinomial. Here again we have three terms, so it's a trinomial. And then this has one term, so it's a monomial. And just going through and talking a little bit more about these, this is an 8th degree binomial because the highest power is 8. This is a, actually, after looking at this again, we want to combine like terms here. So it's not actually a trinomial. We have x squared plus 3x squared, which is 4x squared minus x, which really makes this a binomial after we combine like terms, and it's a 2nd degree binomial because the highest power of x is 2. This right here is a 3rd degree trinomial, and this is a 0th degree monomial. So hopefully this made sense. It's more definitionary and getting used to what the polynomial means and the definitions and terms that we're going to be using. Next, we're going to be adding and subtracting, then multiplying, dividing, and then that's pretty much it. So, see you next time.